近年紐約曼克頓發生咗一場單車革命，踩單車嘅人數喺7年之內增加咗80%，而家每日平均有13萬人用單車代步。但係紐約嘅單車人士仍然要面對唔少困難。
One of the real hazards that I don't like are the doors of the vehicles. When people are not really thinking, they'll just open the door to their cab and maybe not check to see that there's someone coming. One time this lady yelled at me, it's like, hey, get on the bike lane. This is going up First Avenue. There's no bike lane on First Avenue. I was all like, there's no bike lane. And she was like, you shouldn't be in the road. And I was like, I have just as much right to be here as you. I think fundamentally what you see in New York being played out right now is a turf war on the streets between, you know, automobiles and bikes and other forms of transportation as well.
當紐約街頭出現越嚟越多汽車、單車爭路嘅情況，民間就形成咗多個維護單車人士權益嘅組織，其中一個叫做 Time's Up。
So you took a break. Where's the other adjustable? You could use it right now. Put your hands on that. Feel how it works.
Austin 係 Time's Up 呢個組織嘅核心成員，佢每個禮拜都會嚟到工作坊，教人維修自己嘅單車。
By doing this and teaching people how to fix their own bikes, then we're basically empowering people to continue to ride their bike as much as they can. So it's Time's Up's mission in New York to create new cyclists. It's our belief that by adding to the number of cyclists, there being more cyclists, the city's going to respond to that with improved infrastructure.
Austin 深信，如果路面有越多單車嘅話，汽車駕駛者就會更加注意單車嘅存在，從而令到喺馬路上踩單車會更安全。喺2007年，紐約市有23位單車人士喺交通意外中喪生。呢一日 ，Time's Up 嘅一班志願人士走上街頭，透過追悼亡魂嚟宣傳尊重單車嘅信息。
Thank you, Lou. So we're here, guys, just to remember Brandy. She was one of many bicyclists who lost their lives for coming to New York and trying to make this a sustainable, bike-friendly city. And we're here to remember her. There's an old expression, pray for the dead, but fight like hell for the living. We're here to fight like hell for the living and celebrate her. So this is for you, Brandy.
And we have a new commissioner, DOT commissioner, who's just putting bike lanes everywhere. And it's fantastic, and we're all really excited about it. But the problem is that they're not enforcing the bike lanes. So we have all these great lanes, but they're not safe. So we had a mini funeral because that's what happens if the city doesn't do something about the enforcement of bike lanes.
喺紐約，汽車霸佔單車道嘅情況隨處可見。警察對違規嘅汽車絕少執法，但係對三輪車嘅管理就非常嚴格。喺街頭不時可以見到警察對三輪車司機進行票控，令到 James 做生意好困難。
做 pedicab 第一件困難的事情是警察，我大概有過10個傳票。
One time he got in trouble, put in the handcuffs, and I said, no, he's new when he first started.
團結之下，經過幾年嘅努力，紐約三輪車司機喺2008年終於爭取到合法嘅地位。James 希望當牌照制度生效之後，佢同警察嘅摩擦將會減少。
我現在的技巧是基本上和每一個警察都溝通得非常好。紐約市只有3個人 pedicab driver 把 pedicab driver license 掛在身上，我是一個。我看到警察以後，警察看到我這個以後，有時候會說有狗。
警察喺盡職維護交通安全嘅同時，亦應該盡力保障單車人士嘅權益。究竟單車喺公共街道上面擁有乜嘢權利呢？呢個問題喺紐約已經成為一個法治同埋人身自由嘅議題。
Hey, what's up? How you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, I remember you too, of course. It's good to see you here.
Critical Mass 呢個單車集結上街嘅活動，最初係1992年喺三藩市發起，到而家已經擴展到全球400個城市。呢項活動通常喺每個月最後一個星期五都會舉行，而最大嘅特色就係冇發起人，冇嚴謹嘅組織，只有固定嘅集合地點同時間，然後由單車愛好者自發地參加，成為別開生面嘅街頭風景。
And all of a sudden, big, broad avenue, big street, there's nothing but cycles. The people on the sidewalks look up and they're astonished and happy and waving and smiling. And especially special critical mass like Halloween critical mass when people are wearing costumes and we ride through Times Square and we stop in the middle, lift up our bikes and cheer. And it's so positive, it's a brilliant energy, and it shows that you can live without cars and get around and enjoy yourself. And the city can be a fun, positive place.
不過，本來和平嘅活動，因為街道使用權嘅原因而起咗變化。2004年8月，紐約 Critical Mass 舉行嘅時候，共和黨全國代表大會亦正在紐約進行。當時全市加強保安，警方同單車人士發生衝突。
It just happened that there were a lot of people in town. The ride was 5,000 people. It was huge. They got very, very aggressive, and they arrested about over 250 people on that ride, August 2004.
直到今日，呢種緊張嘅關係仍然存在。參加 Critical Mass 嘅單車人士間中會受到警方騷擾，甚至被拘捕。Jess 就曾經親身經歷過。
One of the most memorable biking experiences I've had, memorable but also terrifying, was getting arrested last March at a critical mass here in New York City. I was taking pictures of another person getting arrested in what I felt was a pretty violent way.
I think they're just riding by, and that's why they're arrested. Yeah.
And 5 cops jump out of the side. And I run, and they sort of tackle me to the ground.
And I remember her yelling, and then they were pulling her and arresting her for what? For taking some pictures. And I rescued her bicycle and took it away. I was riding it with my rollerblades on. And the reason I did that is because when you get arrested, they arrest your bicycle and you don't get it back for months and months and months.
I think they're afraid of critical mass because they don't understand it. They don't understand how there can be a couple hundred bikers roaming the streets with no leader.
When I started biking, people thought I biked because I was too poor to go on the subway. They were like, "Why are you riding a bike? It doesn't make sense."
It's our belief that as we create more cyclists in the city agencies are going to be more respectful of bicyclists and bikers on the streets, and in time the NYPD will follow.
It's bicyclists making a statement, and they're making a pretty powerful statement that it's okay to bike in the streets of New York City.
I moved to Hong Kong last year and was living in Hong Kong for most of 2007. And that was a very difficult experience for me living there, mainly because I couldn't ride a bicycle there.
紐約同香港兩個國際大都會，兩種不同嘅街頭風景。香港嘅馬路又可唔可以對單車寬容一啲呢？
I think New York was able to make these changes because people fought for that change. And change can happen. It just takes people who are dedicated, who are willing to work hard and work together. I think it's important to remember change happens, it will happen, it can happen, but of course change takes work, like everything in life.